My wife skipped our son's graduation to run a marathon. 2 weeks later, I found out she'd known about the conflict since October. Corinne has been chasing a Boston qualifying time since 2016. 9 years, 6 attempts, 2 stress fractures, 1 knee scope. Our garage has more running shoes in it than tools. I never complained. I've stood at mile 20 in the rain with a cowbell. I've eaten dinner at 4 so she could get her long run in before dark. When she finally qualified last September, I cried in the kitchen with her. Our son Theo is 18, the first person in either of our families to finish high school with honors, and he did it working 20 hours a week at a tire shop to help us out. In April, the school picked him to give one of the 2 student speeches at commencement. He printed the email out, an actual paper copy. He put it on the fridge. Graduation was Saturday, May 24th, at 10 in the morning. The district posts that date in August before school even starts. Boston was the same morning. She told me in April, casually, while we were folding towels, like she was mentioning a dentist appointment. I said, okay, we'll figure it out. You can defer. I looked it up while we were still standing there. A fee and a form, and a guaranteed spot the following year. She said no, not thinking about it, not let me sleep on it. No. She said she chased it 9 years, that she's 44 and doesn't know how many good years her knees have left, and that Theo would understand because he's a good kid. I asked her to say that last part again. We fought for 3 straight days. Same argument in different rooms. I told her graduation happens once. There's no version where he looks out at that crowd next spring instead. He'd been reading his speech to the dog for a week trying to get the timing right. She said I was guilt-tripping her, that fathers get praised for hobbies and mothers get crucified, that she'd given up 9 years of Saturdays for this one morning. On the 4th night, I told her plainly, if she got on that plane, she should understand what it meant. Not a threat, just what it was. And she said the thing I'm never going to unhear. He'll have other days. I won't. Theo was in the hallway. We didn't know until we heard him go back up the stairs. She flew out Thursday. Saturday morning, I sat in a folding chair in that gymnasium beside my mother and Corinne's own sister, who drove 6 hours and cried when she saw the empty seat. Theo gave his speech and he was excellent. He thanked his grandmother by name. He thanked a shop teacher. He thanked me. He didn't mention his mother once. He'd written a line about her. I know because I heard him practicing it for a week in his room. It was the part where he talked about learning that showing up is most of it. He took it out sometime between Thursday and Saturday. I found out about October in the most ordinary way possible. I went to the front office that Tuesday to pick up his final transcript. The secretary, who's known Theo since 9th grade, was making small talk and said she was sorry his mom couldn't be there after all that back and forth. I asked her what back and forth. She said Corinne had emailed the office in October asking whether commencement ever gets moved, and if not, whether a student could get their diploma by mail when a parent had a conflict. October 9th. The lottery results didn't come out until the end of that month. She wasn't blindsided in April. She knew the collision was coming before she was even in the race, planned for it, then waited 7 months and told me over the towels like she'd just found out. She got home Monday with a medal in her carry-on and a story about the hills. She had photos she wanted us to see. She asked what we were doing for dinner. I had her suitcases in the hallway. She said I was being cruel, that I'd never respected what running meant to her, that she'd done nothing wrong and had earned it. I told her I wasn't punishing her for going. I was responding to October 9th, and to a sentence she said in our kitchen with our son in the hallway. She went white when I said the date. She stayed at her sister's. That lasted a day because her sister had been in that gymnasium and had opinions. Theo left for state in August. She asked to take him to the dorm. He told her he'd rather I did it, and he told her kindly, which somehow made it worse for her. She's been going to counseling. She wants me to come. I might, eventually. I don't know yet. What I know is she framed the medal and hung it in the hallway, and our son walked past it every day for 2 months and never once asked about the race. She sent him a photo from the finish line that Saturday afternoon. He never opened it.